Welcome to Wine Passion TV, number 121. Oh, yeah, I don't know. You don't know.
No.
We're looking at Ricky Hill, the HAKA by Labyrinth, 2008. What are we drinking?
Yeah, 2008 Yeniseido Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir, Central Coast, California.
They can see me in the window. Okay, I'll move away.
Tops, tell me about it. Ching, ching, ching. I've travelled halfway around the world to be with this fella.
Mate.
This guy's a guy who got me into wine. And I thank you for my guests, Lane Tanner, and Kari, and Rocket. No. Do whatever you want to do. No, you're right. All good.
Well,
Talk me through it.
Okay, this through it. So basically, this Yeniseido is the 8th consecutive vintage of Labyrinth Yeniseido. So that's pretty cool. Pretty excited. What can I say? My wine style essentially is pick a little earlier. Bright red fruit flavours, about 30 to 40% new oak. Keep it minimalist. It's all about bright red fruit flavours, crunchy. What I call it crunchy red fruit flavours. So that flavour where you go to the fridge and grab a bowl of strawberries and beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just throws out this beautiful red fruit flavours. One thing my style doesn't show is exuberant alcohol, excessive oak, and over the top extraction. It's all about Pinot speaking Pinot, bright red fruit. That's all. It's a very simple factor. It's what Pinot's about. If you're looking for any of those attributes that I just mentioned, there's always a Zinfandel or a Syrah or a Cabernet. But Pinot Noir, it's about elegance. And I like to use this quote. I've used it quite profusely in the past. It's all about being more Cary Grant than John Wayne, which basically means it's a masculine wine, but it's a masculine wine with an elegance and soul versus the big rough and tumble, dust on your heels, kind of like meaty, heavy, leathery
cowboy.
I'm really aiming for that. You know, sharp guy in a suit.
All right.
Looks good, ties straight. Versus
you're looking for attention to detail versus rough, rustic.
Power.
Versus attention to detail versus power.
Exactly.
All right, mate. What I want to ask you is, and a lot of the viewers who are watching this will be watching this from Australia. You'll be watching from Yarra Valley, Bellarine, Mornington, and Tasmania, and also New Zealand. Tell me where it compares to those regions back down south.
Let me just say that pretty much the predominant soil type here in Santa Barbara County, Central Coast, California, it's predominantly sandy soils. So the structure, it's not so much the structure, it's more the aromatics.
Yep.
So sandy soils or seacoast soils, as we have here in Santa Barbara County, tend to be more about the aromas, very high notes, and also there's obviously other factors, i.e. the valley we're in. We get a lot of fog in the morning, so we get a lot of retained acidity, but good ripeness. So essentially, what I'm saying by that is, acidity stay high, but there's a good ripening. So we have no problem getting fruit ripe, and that's really the key factor for Santa Barbara counties. Now let's just go back quickly to the Yarra Valley or Australia, the Australian Pinots. It's all on heavy clay, and kind of the opposite applies. So I shouldn't use the word all, it's a generalisation, but it's really about the soil type to me. Clay soils or clay loam as you have in the Yarra Valley, and certainly on the certainly more on the Coldstreams hillside versus say the west side. It's more about the structure. So the clay provides structure in the mouth.
Yep.
And you tend to find this earthiness, clay character, and what happens is with time those wines develop this nice forest floor, like rain gutter,
absolutely,
the decaying leaf character. Whereas here in California on sandy soil, you don't see that. It tends to stay primary fruit all the way through to its evolution of when it starts to subside, and then obviously the tannins of the wine will kind of override the fruit. That's kind of a point in time where the wine starts to basically fall away. So that's kind of a description.
Fuck, you talk a lot. Sorry, I just swore. Anyway, who cares?
We can bleep that.
Just a real quick one. How does it compare with say Central Otago? Now, because we know Central Otago is looked upon as the New World Burgundy.
Rick. Okay.
Now, native Kiwi.
I'm a Kiwi.
Brew.
And I've tried a lot of Central Otago wines. Admittedly, most of the plantings right now are still very young. probably less than 10 or 11 years old. So what you do see when you get those young vines is a lot of fruit, primary fruit and primary
Bang.
big fruit.
Smack bang.
And it's not really until you get that root penetration that you start to really get the terroir, the actual the leaching of the actual minerality in the soils that come through to the vines. But that's again a generalisation. I mean, there's so many different clonal variations. There's site variation. I'm excited by what I see in Central Otago. I see that right now there's some what I call steroidal type Pinots coming out of that region, but I see that over time becoming more corralled, and I think it's going to be more. If I had to compare it to a Burgundy region, Gevrey, dark and powerful. But I think right now the New Zealanders are just still coming to grips with their sites, the age of their vines. I think their winemaking is spot on. There's no problem there. Giddy up. It's exciting times for the Kiwis, as it is for the World Cup. Go Kiwis.
Go Wallaby. I guess, look, I'll put it back. And I mean, I haven't mentioned Burgundy in this, where we should, because that's where Pinot comes from. But basically what you're saying is until Australian vineyards are established, until New Zealand vineyards are established, then there's almost no comparison. You can't compare California region, you can't compare Yarra Valley, Mornington, Tasmania, Ballerina, probably haven't said that, even New Zealand. You can't compare them to shit because of this establishment of the vines within the vineyards until say another 5 to 10 years.
And you've also got to take into account the reasoning, the economic reasoning of growing Pinot Noir.
Sideways, anyway.
Sideways. But I mean, are you really? I mean, it's wrong to say that we're trying to emulate the Burgundian.
Absolutely.
But the reality is, Pinot Noir should be elegant, and there's no point in trying to create what I call a Shiraz and drag. That's a phrase I often use.
He's used that for his Pinot.
It's the key thing in Pinot Noir should taste like Pinot Noir. It's very simple.
Just keep it where it is in this region. Keep it regional. Let's make the soil and make the growing conditions as what they are within the region, and then compare it. But this is a fantastic opportunity. This is California, Central Coast, Biennacido, the world famed Biennacido vineyard. It is
alcohol of 13.6, so we're not playing heavyweight.
We're not playing God.
No,
mate. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Ching, brings back memories.
Cheers, guys.
Hillsville Hotel. Oscar W. Thank you for watching Wine Passion TV. Sorry to knock on the thing.
No worry, mate.
Absolute honour for me to travel halfway across the world to talk to my mentor. This guy is my mentor. This guy's a guy who got me into wine 10 years ago. You don't understand. This guy's passion bleeds like Jesus Christ did on the cross.
Ooh,
and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm Catholic. I might have to edit that.
Might have to edit that.
I don't know whether I can. Thank you for watching. Ciao.